Are you feeling how tight the labor market is for your landscape company? Are you wondering why you're not getting qualified applicants? Well, watch today's video to see how recruiting for landscaping jobs has fundamentally changed over the last 5 years and what's working right now that you can do with your digital marketing to make sure you attract and get found by more of the right employees. My name's Jostes, and I'm the author of Get Found Online. And in this video and podcast series, I help landscape contractors get found online by the right customers, and in today's episode, the right employees.
It's a show about social media. It's a show about business folk. It's a show about internet marketing in the form of a video.
Now, we all know that there is a shortage of labor in the United States across really all industries, but absolutely we're feeling the pain in the landscape industry and in the construction industry. Now, what I'm going to share in today's video is not going to solve magically the shortage of laborers, but what it will do is help you stand out and attract people who are looking for jobs in the landscape industry. The first thing I'm going to share with you is Google Trends. Now, if you haven't used Google Trends before, it's a free tool that allows you to see the trends over time of people searching on Google for a specific phrase. So I'm looking at the United States here over the last 5 years for the phrase landscaping jobs. So this is people typing landscaping jobs into their browser, or maybe they're using their voice on their phone or whatever. And it's been pretty consistent. Every spring there's a big surge and then it goes down during the wintertime. But here's what's crazy. If you add in near me next to it, over the last 5 years, it's nearly doubled year over year. The amount of searches of people searching landscaping jobs near me. This is primarily people searching on their smartphone, probably while they're in your work vehicle on a rainy day when they're not working, they're in the car, and they're looking for jobs near me. This is incredible because I haven't seen such a big trend in the way that people are finding jobs as this, which is people are looking on their smartphone and evaluating you as an employer based on what they find. So here are a couple things that you can do to, one, get found when people are looking this way, and two, stand out as an employer. Now, the first thing you want to do is make sure that your website is absolutely mobile responsive. And the best way to do that is to do a search on Google for Google Mobile Test. Okay, you can find this free tool. You can run your site through there. It'll show you if Google sees your website as mobile friendly or not, and what areas of it you might need to improve. Now, this is important because, again, people are searching on their smartphone, and we're going to want to drive them to your website, and it needs to look excellent. Now, this is kind of a prerequisite for just general business marketing in 2020, but I still see a lot of landscape companies with websites that are 4, 5, 10 years old that are not mobile responsive. And so run your site through that test, see what changes you might need to make it absolutely mobile friendly. The next thing you're going to want to do is build out a careers page on your website. Here's one that we built for Cocal Landscape, and it looks awesome. And one of the cool things is this photo we shot of their team. Don't they look awesome? They are hiring, and you should reach out to them if you're in the landscape industry in Colorado looking for work. Really great company. But don't they look legit? All of their team here in uniforms with their fleet of vehicles, they look like an employer. So many landscape companies don't do this, and when you don't show people your staff and your people, it kind of raises some questions for a potential employee of, do they have good jobs? Do they have uniforms? And when you show those vehicles and your uniforms, you look more professional, and it makes potential employees feel like, I could go work here and grow my income, grow my career. So that's one of the things that you're going to want to do on that page, is make sure that you have really great photographs of your people, of your leadership team, and it helps people see where to go. Now, the next thing you want to do is do a search for your own business name followed by employee reviews. And if you haven't already, you're going to want to claim your listing on sites like Indeed.com and Glassdoor.com. These are websites where on Indeed, you can absolutely market for employees, push your positions there. And remember that just like when you're competing for clients against competitors, you're competing against your competitors as an employer. And what your employees write about you is really important. So claim your listing and focus on getting reviews. I've found that proactively asking my team and sharing it in a way like, hey guys, we're really crunched. I know that you're feeling the pressure of all this work that we have. We're trying to fill this position, and it would help you if we filled it sooner, and we would appreciate it if you wrote a review. By positioning it in a way of what's in it for you, the employee, your team member, they may not have thought about that. They may not have thought about how the next person that you're trying to get impacts them. So when you ask and you put it in their perspective, it can really help you. And over time, I'm thrilled that we've been able to collect some great reviews from some of our team on sites like Indeed. So quick recap is that people are absolutely looking for landscaping jobs on the internet. There are people looking for labor jobs, for management jobs, for all different types of things in the green industry. And how you look online may make or break someone's choice to apply for your position. So even though you might think, oh man, I'm so busy, I can't hire anyone, I don't need to update my old website because I can't even handle the amount of work. Well, maybe that's part of the problem and why no one's applying for your positions, because you look like a relic of the past, right? You want to look like a current growing company that has security and opportunity for employees. And that is marketing. That is the marketing component of recruiting. So again, quick recap on the ways that you want to do that. Make sure your website's totally mobile friendly. Have a careers page that sells why your company is great. It shouldn't be like a wanted ad of things that you want. Speak to your employees' needs and concerns. Show them the career path. Show them how great you are. Get great photos of your team and include them on your Google listing, on your Yelp listing, on the things that when people are considering applying for you and they're researching you, or maybe they're coming in for an interview, Google yourself. Where do you show up, and do you have those photos there? And lastly, focus on those review sites. Now, there's way more that goes into recruiting from a marketing standpoint, especially with digital marketing, and I would love to help you with it. And here's how. One, you can grab a copy of my book, Get Found Online, and when you're buying it, you can select to get my digital marketing recruiting guide. I've created a worksheet where you can do a self-audit of a lot of the things I've shared with you today and more. And best of all, for everyone who buys a book through landscapingbook.com, I'm actually going to donate $10 to the NALP's Industry Growth Initiative. Now, this is a fund that ultimately helps people get scholarships and ultimately promotes the landscape industry as a career path, because yeah, you've got to hire people now, and we've got to continue to build the next generation of the green industry. And that's something that I care deeply about. So I'm actually donating $10. All I ask is that you pay for shipping. Grab your book at landscapingbook.com. And when you're checking out, check the box for the recruiting guide. And for everyone who gets the book through that site, I'm going to donate $10 to the Industry Growth Initiative. So I hope this was helpful. If you know of any other recruiting tips, what's working for you, post a comment below. Let me know, like this video, share it with somebody who needs to hear it, and thanks so much for watching.
It's a show about social media. It's a show about business folk. It's a show about internet marketing in the form of a video.
So that's one of the things on that career page. Make sure on that